Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm your host, Sir Chaudhary, and I'm here to help you unlock your leadership potential. So, today we will be discussing something many professionals struggle with, and that's office politics. It's something that can often make work life frustrating, and sometimes it feels like no matter how hard you try, things just don't move forward. Well, I recently had a conversation with one of my mentee, and his challenge really got me thinking. He said, Tushar, I'm struggling a lot with how to handle the politics. My ideas for improvements are not being considered. When I suggest adopting agile ways of working, but no one's supporting it. I also propose automating PMO activities, but everything is still manual. And I'm even wondering if I should continue in my current company at all. Does this sound familiar to you? If you are feeling stuck in similar situations, this episode is for you. Let's dive into how you can lead through these challenges and start taking control of your leadership journey. Now, first thing first, let's talk about office politics. For many professionals, office politics is something they dread about. What exactly is it? In simple terms, office politics is about how power and influence are used in the workplace. It's about relationships, the influence, and sometimes even about playing the game to get ahead. And while it can feel frustrating, understanding the dynamics at play is the first step in navigating it effectively. Now, going back to my mentee's situation, he's proposing the great ideas like agile and automating the PMO activities, but his suggestions are not being considered. Why? Now, it might be that he's missing an understanding of the power dynamics at the play. It's not always about the idea itself, but how it aligns with the current company culture, organizational culture, or it's being presented to the decision makers. How you presenting it to the decision makers? Okay. So here is where it gets very interesting. See, blind spots in leadership can often be the root cause of such challenges. Blind spots are those areas where we cannot see our own weaknesses or the hidden dynamics around us. And often we don't even realize we are contributing to the problem. Just let's think about my mentee's example once again. He suggesting agile ways of working, but he is not getting the support he expected. Why? It could be because he is not taking into account the organizational culture, the level of buy-in needed, or how his message might be perceived by those in the power. Now, this is a classic blind spot in leadership. Without realizing it, we might be overlooking key elements like timing, communication, or understanding who the key influencers are. See, if my mentee had thought about who he needed to influence and how to engage them, he might have had more success in his proposal. Now, let's talk about the clarity in the leadership. It's one of the biggest game changers when it comes to overcoming challenges like office politics. See, clarity is the foundation of effective leadership. If you do not have a clear understanding of your leadership why, your decisions, your communication, your influence might feel scattered, which makes it easier to get caught in the politics. See, when you have a clear purpose, when you have that exactly why you lead the way you do, it becomes easier to deal with resistance and opposition. So, leaders with clarity inspires trust, and people are more likely to follow them even when things are tough. In my mentee's case, I believe if he had more clarity on why his agile proposal would benefit the company or how it aligns with the larger organizational goal, he might have been able to sell his idea more effectively. Okay, so now how do you lead through office politics effectively? There are a few strategies, and I would like to share and I think my mentee could benefit from this, and all of you also. So the first is build strong relationship. See, politics is often about relationships. If you want your ideas to be heard, build strong trust-based relationships with the right people, those who can help champion your ideas. Then second is be self-aware. Leadership starts with self-awareness. Take a moment to reflect on how you are perceived by others. Are you missing something in your approach that might be holding you back? Then third is be strategic with your ideas. Sometimes it's not about what you propose, but how you propose it. The timing, the language, and aligning your ideas with the company's current priorities, and that can make a huge difference. So consider getting feedback before presenting to the larger audience. And the fourth, stay true to your values. So in all of this, it's important that to stay grounded in your values. You can navigate these office politics without compromising your integrity. It's about finding a balance between playing the game and staying true to your purpose. Now, if you are looking to get better at handling the office politics and leading with clarity, now I have developed the 90-day leadership challenge. This is a structured program that will keep you build clarity in your leadership and identifying your blind spots and developing strategies for influencing and leading through challenges, just like office politics. In just 90 days, you will focus on understanding your leadership why, gaining clarity on how to communicate and influence, and learning to deal with the things that are holding you back. It's designed to take you from that feeling stuck to feeling confident and capable of leading effectively. Now, if you're serious about breaking through the challenges you're facing, I encourage you to join my 90-day leadership challenge. It's a life-changing journey that will help you unlock your full leadership potential. Now, just to summarize, office politics does not have to hold you back. Now, with the right mindset, a bit of self-awareness and clarity in your leadership, you can navigate these challenges and come out of it. If you found today's episode helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And if you are ready to take control of your leadership journey, just don't wait. Check out my 90-day leadership challenge. The link is in the description. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, leadership is about clarity, confidence, and action. So keep leading with purpose, and I will see you in the next episode.